Everyone, today's video explains why and how narcissists engage in sexual activity with other people. Narcissists, like everyone else, have an insatiable desire to satisfy their sexual needs. It's a desire that has the potential to be fulfilled on multiple levels. However, having sex with a narcissist can have disastrous consequences for both partners. It has the potential to be highly addictive. Here are a few ways you might anticipate a narcissist using you for sex. Be sure to stick around to the end for a special extra surprise. First and foremost, narcissists enjoy love bombing immensely. People gravitate toward those who exude allure and charisma. Therefore, narcissists often put on an act of charm in order to win over their admirers. At this stage of the relationship, narcissists have a naive sense of entitlement, thinking that they should be admired and wanted. They want to show you how sweet they are by treating you like royalty and doting on you constantly as part of their courtship strategy. This cycle of action seeks to initially impress, then successfully trap, and finally successfully persuade the target. The goal is to get you to give in to their lustful demands. In gratitude for the kindness and generosity they have shown, they hope to engage in sexual activity. Second, they foster an environment of dependence. Having a sexual relationship where you feel needed and valued is intriguing, much like the tango requires at least one dancer. It's an excellent method of improving one's sense of self-worth. This is because narcissists have a way of making you feel indispensable. They'll make you think they can't function without you. You will become accustomed to such treatment at the hands of a narcissist, leading to eventual codependence. They use that to their advantage. People that are codependent are usually selfless. These individuals have an overwhelming appeal to self-centered narcissists. On the other hand, narcissists are so self-absorbed that they actually encourage everyone around them to rely on them. And those with a codependent trait tend to think they've found the one person who'll truly prioritize their own needs. When codependent finds someone they can confide in completely, they often feel a renewed sense of pride in themselves. 3. Narcissists feel they demand the highest privilege. The narcissist embodies the concept of entitlement. Narcissists believe they are entitled to everything they desire and don't have to work for it or beg for it. They believe they should be able to have sex with whomever they want. They have the right to demand it whenever they want, regardless of how others might react. When it comes to personal interactions, narcissists are full of arrogance and self-importance. In their case, it may mean putting an emphasis on their own sense of fulfillment as a top priority. Narcissism may also imply that others would bend over backward to satisfy their every whim. Number 4. Narcissists will threaten their victims. Narcissists view their desires as absolute truths that everyone else must accept. It's a hard no for them. However, narcissists will get enraged, will build barricades, and will finally smash people who are resisting in any way possible until they succeed. Narcissists won't hesitate to force others to give in to blackmail or worry in order to acquire what they desire. Men and women who use sexual threats against others are not hard to find nowadays. There are various ways to deliver a threat, but when sex is the intended outcome, the most common is to damage one's reputation. A narcissist would behave in an unpleasant manner, such as threatening to post their partner's naked pictures or sex videos online for all to see if they don't have sex with them. 5. The use of force. Narcissists often adopt the motto, by any means necessary. If they want to have sex with you, they will use any means necessary, regardless of whether you have given your free and informed consent. Their requests amount to orders, and you can't just say yes or no to them. It doesn't matter what you say, yes or no. They may even engage in sexual activity without your permission or consent. Narcissists may use threats, deception, and even physical assault to coerce you into having sexual contact with them. Number 6. No strings attached. To narcissists, there are no restrictions or boundaries, only pals. The deepest desire of a narcissist. Some people may consider sexual activity to be the essence of romance. However, for a narcissist, sex is only almost sex. Therefore, sexual satisfaction is prioritized over developing meaningful relationships. It's possible that after making love, you'll feel that your relationship has progressed, but that's not always the case. When interacting with a narcissist in such a personal way, you are still merely a friend with benefits in their eyes. They avoid taking responsibility for their acts and the outcomes they bring about, much like a man who abandons his girlfriend after he has finally garnered her attention. Or a lady who only wants to have sexual relations and therefore has an abortion. 7. The act of cheating. Those who suffer from narcissism are doomed to experience unhappiness in any committed partnership. This is one method in which a narcissist may have sexual encounters with individuals outside of the bounds of their committed relationships. Satisfying their sexual needs takes precedence over everything else in their lives, even if it means tearing apart their own or other people's marriages. They rely on sexual activity as a means of achieving emotional and physical validation, regardless of the feelings of others who may be affected. Their level of interest is that high. They suffer no remorse or embarrassment at all when apprehended. Even worse, they try to shift the blame elsewhere, usually onto their ex-flaws partners or the deceit of a third party. In a nutshell, it's a destination for folks looking to indulge their libidinal urges. Narcissists, generally speaking, believe that human beings have fundamental flaws and are not created equal. Some sexual narcissists could even see other people as mere tools for fulfilling their libidinal needs. It's easy to get rid of a slave or a plaything once they're no longer needed. Being in a relationship with a narcissist requires you to be accessible 24/7 and give up your freedom and sexuality to please them. Number 8. Narcissists only care about themselves for their own sexual and egotistical pleasure. Narcissists think very highly of themselves. They have a lofty view of themselves, both in and out of the sack. Narcissists use sexual encounters for their own benefit rather than to improve their connections with others. A lack of empathy characterizes their selfish nature. Their primary concern is quantity rather than quality. They are more concerned with their personal success than that of their partner. Sexually unsafe behaviors and sexual assault are common outcomes when you're with narcissists. Number 9. Use it once and trash it. In the eyes of a narcissist, you are nothing more than a commodity. They can suddenly treat you like rubbish after treating you like gold. To borrow a cliché, they will exploit your sexuality to the point where you are physically and emotionally spent. Once they've had sex with you, they forget all about you and move on to other people. Just do what you did with them. A person who has satisfied their sexual desires is likely to play you for a fool again before leaving you. Here's something extra for you to check out. 10. Narcissists frequently send photographs that highlight either their machismo or their terrible weaknesses. Narcissists like the spotlight and actively seek out situations in which they may shine. They think way too highly of themselves as men, and that's why narcissists show it off to the potential sexual partner. They anticipate you would give in to temptation because of the large size of it. Maintain a safe distance from them. If you don't provide anything to the narcissist first, they'll surprise you by putting up a picture of their own car while you're there or posting it online. Bad to the core. The only appropriate reaction to such treatment is to stop receiving it. Leave and don't return. Those who are sexual narcissists have a pathological fixation with their own sexuality. However, narcissists of all stripes share a predisposition towards sexually abusive behavior. They are just as dangerous in bed as they are anywhere else. I hope you find this information helpful. Have a nice day.